Hi, Dr. Paula Sauer here. I am here to instruct you on the second part of what do I do when I sprain my ankle. This is a common injury. This is in response to an Instagram request from one of my followers. And this one is the follow-up video. The first one is just, rest, elevation, gentle range of motion of the ankle. That's the first video. So if you need that, go find the phase 1 version of what do I do if I sprain my ankle. This is phase 2. So phase 2 is resistance. We're adding resistance into the range of motion, and we're gonna work on balance. So we're gonna start to move into bigger movement, resistance, and functional movement.
Okay, so for this exercise sequence, you'll need a TheraBand. I'm using a heavier TheraBand. The heavier you can go here, the better, because it gives you more input and it will make you move a little bit slower. The lighter TheraBands, like the green ones and the red ones, the yellow ones, they might be too light, but if you have a set of them, you can double or triple up the TheraBands to make it more resistant that way. So the first one we're gonna do, you're gonna hold onto the TheraBand, pull. The more you pull on it, the more resistance you're gonna get. And then you're gonna move, you're gonna point your toe into plantar flexion, and then slowly come up into dorsiflexion against resistance. So pushing one way, and then pulling up the other way. This is a nice warm-up because this is a very functional movement with light resistance. The more you move your foot around, and even here you can have the leg elevated, you can bring the leg up if you wish. But the more you move this around, the more you're gonna pump that fluid back up the leg. So instead of it being stagnant here in your ankle, it's gonna move up, okay? The second exercise we're gonna do here is called the alphabet. So it is exactly what it sounds like. You're gonna draw the alphabet very slowly against resistance with your foot. Notice I'm wearing a tennis shoe with this because the tennis shoe grabs the TheraBand and prevents it from rolling and slipping off your foot as much as just having it on your foot or a sock. You can try it at home, but if you want to feel frustrated, that's exactly what the result is going to be. Or you can put a tennis shoe on so that the sole of the shoe will grip the TheraBand, and you can focus on the exercise. Now you can do calligraphy. I'm doing uppercase. It doesn't matter what, even if you speak foreign languages and you're using different letters, it doesn't matter. The point is, you can see I'm just moving my foot in different ways. You could even say, well, I don't want to do an alphabet, Paula, I want to draw a picture. Okay, fine, draw a picture. Draw something with your foot very slow against resistance. The point is that we're moving that foot into different ranges of motion against resistance. We want to try to move in a painless range if you can. You may feel it a little bit. If the pain stays below a 3 out of 10, meaning it's just a little tiny mild dull ache, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. Do that until you get tired.
Single leg balance. So this is a close-up, and you'll stand just on one leg, and what's gonna happen at home is your foot and ankle are gonna do all sorts of funky things like this. That's okay. That's called an ankle strategy. It's your brain and your body talking to each other. What will help you is if you squeeze the butt cheek of the leg you're standing on and tighten the muscles down on the leg. You can also do this near a wall where you can use a finger against the wall. I'm going to show you a longer shot perspective so you can see what all this looks like. Okay. And then the other thing you can do here close to the wall is try to come up onto your toes and then slowly come back down. So this is a heel raise or a calf raise. Notice I'm going slow on the way up and slow on the way down. This is not good form, okay? That's doing nothing for you. You want to go slow. You want to find the control. That's what this is all about. Okay, full body version of this, a single leg balance exercise. You could stand next to the wall and put your finger against the wall or your whole hand and stand on one leg. What I meant by squeezing your butt, you really want to squeeze this outer part of your glute and really firm up the muscles in your thigh. And then you'll let go of the wall and do your balance this way. Now I'm going to show you another perspective from here. You don't want to be like this. You really want to squeeze your butt cheek to lift. You want to firm the muscles of your thigh. And you don't want your legs touching like this either, okay? You want to really lift off and find the balance of this leg. If this is too hard, you can modify like this and just put your toe down of your other foot and work your balance that way. Or you keep a hand on the wall and work on proper form here. All right, the standing heel raise looks like this. I'll give you the side view. You're just standing, maybe you have a hand on the wall, you lift up nice and slow, and you lower down. You want to do all of these until you get tired, okay? Fatigue meaning the muscles feel like they're burning. So again, we don't want to be like this. We want to stand up tall, keep your belly tight, keep your glutes tight, keep your muscles of your legs tight, and then come up. And then back down. And when you come up, pay attention. Can I put equal weight on the inner and outer edges of my feet, or am I favoring one side? Chances are if you inverted your foot, if you go on the outer part of your foot this way, it's really gonna hurt quite a bit. So make sure you push your weight through your big toe mound a little bit more. Kind of aim the weight between the second and third toes as you come up. Okay, phase 2 is done. Good job. All of these exercises are done until things feel tired. So if you are doing 50 or 60 repetitions of these exercises, it means you need a progression. Progressions can mean a heavier TheraBand, or you're doing things like a balance on a pillow. I like to use a big, thick, fat couch pillow, because then you have something really unstable to stand on. Usually this is coming in when you're doing these progressions, usually around week 3 or week 4. These resistance exercises are usually started around week 2 to 3 of your sprain. If you've broken your ankle, it's going to be a different protocol, okay? So this is for ankle sprains. But if you have an old chronic injury with your ankle, this phase can be helpful for you to regain some of the strength and stability back in your ankle. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I'm Dr. Paula Sauer. If you have any questions, you can email them to me, paula@alignptla.com. You can also put things down in the comment section. I love the comments. I love the feedback. You can message me on Instagram even. That's how I got this request. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Hit me up on any one of those channels, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. Until then, be well, everybody. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.